Hi guys, I'm Rick. Welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm making Italian sausage soup. Alright, I'm starting out here with my 5-quart Dutch oven, and I have roughly a pound of sweet Italian sausage I'm removing out of the casings. And I'm going to brown this up. And I didn't put any oil or nothing in my pan because there's a lot of grease and fat in this sausage that will cook out. Okay, now that I have my sausage halfway browned, I have 1 large onion here and 2 cloves of garlic I'm going to dump in here and fry them in with the sausage, split them down some. Okay, now that my sausage is browned and my onions are translucent and my garlic cooked through, I'm going to add in a half a cup of red wine. This is cooking wine. You can use that or regular wine. I'm also going to add in 5 cups of beef broth. This box is 4 cups, so I'll add that in. And I have another box on standby. Okay, there goes 4 cups of beef broth in there. Now the 5th. And I'm actually going to use a measuring cup for this. This is 5. Now I also have 2 14.5-ounce cans of diced tomatoes. I'm going to add them in juice and all. You could also use fresh tomatoes, but this is quick and easier this way. I also have an 8-ounce can of tomato sauce. I'm going to add that in there. And I have about 1.5 cups of thin sliced carrots. I'm going to add them in there. And I'm going to add my seasonings. I'm going to put 1/2 teaspoon of ground basil leaves in. 1/2 teaspoon of ground oregano. And I might be going over a little bit, but that's fine. And I'm going to put in a tablespoon of dried parsley. Once this heats up and I taste it, I'll add salt and pepper to taste. I just want to get warm so those tomato flavors develop in there a little bit. Alright, now that my soup's starting to come up to a boil, I'm going to go ahead and reduce my heat down to medium, and I'm going to add in the salt and pepper. And I'm just using some kosher salt I have laying around. You can use any type of salt you want. Let me open this up here. And I'm going to start out with about 1 teaspoon of salt and see how that is. Giving this a stir. And kosher salt's more coarse than regular table salt, so you have to make sure you stir it in there good. And I also forgot to mention, I didn't drain the grease off my sausage because it really wasn't very greasy. But if you use a greasy Italian sausage, make sure you drain the grease off after you're done browning everything. Get a spoon to taste this. A little more salt in there. Just a tad. I can taste that red wine in there. And I'm definitely not going to double dip on this steak because I caught a cold from my wife and my youngest son. And I just don't want to go in there with the spoon I'm eating off of. Okay, that tastes good. Now I'm going to put some black pepper in here. About 1/2 teaspoon. And I'm going to simmer this over medium-low heat for a ½ hour uncovered. Alright, my soup simmered for the ½ hour. And I'm going to turn my heat up on high to warm this up because I have a 10-ounce package of chopped spinach, but I'm only going to add half of it in, 5 ounces. Because as I've learned through the years, a little bit of spinach goes a long way. So I'm going to thaw this out here because it's still frozen, breaking it up, and then I'm going to give it 8 minutes on medium heat, and then when my 8 minutes are up, I'm going to add my tortellini in for 2 more minutes. Alright, my spinach went for 8 minutes. Now I have a 9-ounce package of 3 cheese tortellini here, and you can use any kind of tortellini you like. I'm going to go ahead and drop this in my soup. Get it all down in there. And tortellini cooks real quick. So you want to put that in at the last minute, or the last couple of minutes. I'm going to set my timer for 2 minutes and pretty much just warm this tortellini through, and it'll cook a little bit, and then my soup will be done. Alright, my soup is done. It cooked for a total of 40 minutes. Let's go ahead and serve up a bowl and see what we got. Alright, I'm going to finish my soup off by topping it with a little bit of grated Parmesan cheese. And I would do fresh, but like I said, I have a cold and I'm not feeling too well today. So there you have it. Italian sausage soup. Give this a try. I think you'll like it. And until next time, I'll see you.